Hi, my name is Keller O'Leary. I'm the managing editor of Water Conditioning and Purification Magazine. I'm here today with Kayla. Kayla, can you introduce yourself?
For sure. Thanks so much for having me. My name is Kayla Callejas. I'm the Associate Director at the Water Quality Research Foundation. We are a nonprofit research organization whose mission is to advance knowledge in the science of quality water.
Can you tell us a little bit about the projects that you have going on right now?
Yeah, so we have a lot. We're actually looking at refreshing some of our older projects so that we can create some immediate value for the industry. So we're looking at refreshing our softened water benefits projects. There's been a lot of changes since those studies came out in 2009. So we're looking at refreshing, looking at energy savings and salt savings, detergent savings that you can get when you're optimizing the water softeners. But we're also focusing on some more of the hot topics that are coming around. I'm sure here at the Water Quality Association conference, you've heard a lot about PFAS. It's, I don't even know if we can call it an emerging contaminant anymore at this point, but we're working on, back when it was still an emerging issue, we did research and looking at the treatment efficacy of point of use and point of entry devices. So we've studied point of use RO, we've studied ion exchange resin, and also activated carbon. And we know that these technologies are highly effective for removing PFAS from drinking water. But now we've kind of shifted to, okay, we know that they take PFAS out of the water. What happens once those treatment media are completely full of PFAS? They've done their job, they're beyond their service life, they're ready for either disposal or regeneration. What's going to happen when we're looking at things that are happening in the landfill environment?
So what does happen in a landfill environment with those material?
Right now, so the first study that we've done on this, we did it with Purdue University, so Dr. George Zhao over there, and he found through his data that independent third-party data, that's what WQRF is all about, but we see that greater than 98% of these PFAS are being retained, actually. So they're taking it out of the water and they're keeping it out. So it's preventing that recontamination cycle from, trickling back through the groundwater.
So are there any misconceptions from maybe dealers or consumers about kind of dealing with this?
What I've heard from the industry is really that they're still trying to figure out how to communicate what are PFAS. There's a lot of terms. It's PFAS, PFAS, PFOA. There's, tens of thousands of these chemicals out there. And we phased out as a country the production and use of PFOA and PFOS, but we're using substitute compounds now that we're not done using PFAS.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Right. So there's so many chemicals that keep popping up. So we're treating it, we're mitigating it, but there's also still so much to learn. So I think that we're in the early phases of tackling it as an industry.
Do you think there's going to be any like future technology or like other avenues to pursue to kind of help address this in the future?
I think regeneration is starting to be really huge. The destruction technologies, of course. So we have not traversed that in the research world yet, but there's a lot of new companies that are popping up and they're doing a lot of R&D work on that.
Oh, that's awesome. Kayla, thank you so much for your time.
All right. Likewise.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.